these are the well, this company asks for a hitch that you need to pay at first, and the amount of finance. Well, the company only finance a part, and you need to give a hitch for to get a car. Well, this is the amount that the company finance, and we need to well, we expect to pay this amount in 3 years. That is 36 periods, and this is the annual fixed interest rate without VAT, um, and this is the monthly payment. Basically, we have or we ask for amortization chart that we take into account only the amount that are financed by the company, and this is the price of this is the finance price of the car, and well, we pay this amount. We will pay this amount. Um, well, after we do the amortization chart, um, well, um, this is the amount of interest that we pay at the end of the credit, uh, and this is the amount of money that we pay. Then we need to do a future value, take into account the inflation. Well, first that we need to do is the future value. We need to take the finance price, the interest rate that have the company, and the time that we expected to pay the car. This is the amount that when I apply the formula of future value, I this is the amount that get, and for to get the inflation, it's easy. You need to take the future value between the inflation that have in Mexico, that is 4%. In this case is well, it's 4% plus 1 for to get the inflation, and basically this is the inflation that have this amount. Then for to know the exactly amount of money that we pay, that we overpaid, is basically you need to rest or subtract future value and inflation, and you have as a result this. You have a negative result because you overpaid money. Interest. This because we want to know which is better, if buy a car or if invest the same quantity of the cost of the car in a bank, and know if it give us more money than buy a car. Well, I search on internet different interest rates of the banks, and we and I find Compartamos Banco. This bank offers 7% from 1,000. Well, the first thing that we do is that take the finance price, and we take as with 1 period, And basically, we do a compound interest uh, with 7% of interest. Um, and we have as a result that the bank that is 4.61, that is the interest that bonus give us. And the time is also 3 years. Here apply the future value formula, and we get that we have this quantity in as a future value. Then we have to apply the inflation for to know or to subtract the inflation and to know really which amount we get at the end of the periods. Well, basically, it's like the other example. You need to subtract or rest the future value and the inflation plus one, and then you need to subtract future value and inflation, and this is the quantity that we really get at the end of the period. And basically this is the same, but here we have other quantity. We have that this quantity mm, are in red because we know that sometimes also the bank offer you uh, an interest rate. It not always you win. Sometimes you could lose money because it um, doesn't account the take into account the inflation. Well, basically, the financial market is a conjunction with compound interest investors can have a perspective of how the our money grow if they invest in the different. Well, in this part, basically, we compare the different areas that you could invest, like bonus and UDI bonus or the bank. Well, here we have the the calculations, and this is the percentage that you have for to um, return your money. And here you could see that here you could lose your money if you choose this financial market. Well, I finally choose Compartamos Banco. I think that comparing the different in the different ways in which we can decide the invest money, uh, I'm thinking take into account the current net value and inflation, we can realize that inflation should always consider, as I told you, since although it seems that the market has give you the best return of money, if inflation is higher than the interest that the market give you, the return on investment will be negative, as I told you in this part in on the bonus. Um, since the inflation percentage is subtracted from the net present value, and you can earn or not uh, generate any money, or don't increase your your money. That's why it is important, and that's why I choose Compartamos Bancos, because it give you the interest, the the return on investment of 30.03% and give you more money. And well, uh, as a conclusion, we could get that the best option to invest will be Compartamos Banco, as I told you, since the return of investment of half of 30.03%, which is positive. Removing inflation, we have a profit, this profit of, and thanks to the fact that it gave us an interest rate of 7% and the current net value will remain at those quantity. For that reason, is more convenient to invest Compartamos Bancos than in the financial markets, since the financial markets give you less or equal percentage of inflation. And as I told you, if you have um, uh, less percentage of interest, have um, you could lose money instead of win money. And well, I think it's better to invest in a bank or in a financial market, because in the future will give you uh, more benefits, and you could win or gain more than if you buy a car, because when you go out to the company, or to the Volkswagen in this case, the car lose price, or lose, yes, the price is not the equal, although you didn't use. And I think it's better to invest than have